Yo, what's going on, guys? Shake and Bake back, and today we are diving into my team news for 2K21. We finally got some, and this might be the only news we get, to be honest. Last year, they brought Cash Nasty out. He recorded a couple videos. We were able to dissect those like crazy, but might not get that this year with everything going on. So, let's dive into the news. There was a trailer too, but honestly, the trailer this year compared to last year's trailer, kinda booty. It doesn't really show as much. It shows us the triple threat courts, which I can show you on the screen right now. I'll show you the little clip of that they put in there. And they showed the walkouts for this year. It shows Steph Curry, a pink diamond, rewards Steph Curry, which is pretty cool. And that's actually on the screen right now. And how you get that, I don't know if they're going to change that. This could be a work in progress. I mean, last year, we saw things that they changed when it actually came out. So, we're not sure if this is actually how you get this Steph Curry, but there are going to be seasons in this year next year. That's how they're going to drop their content. And as you level up, you get new things. You get new codes, new cards, badges, things like that. And, yeah, at level 40 in the first season. It looks like it is the final level for that first season. And I think seasons are a month or a couple months. I think they're not like a week long or anything like that. They got some time to them. So, as you get XP, which is a new thing that they're adding to my team. They didn't have XP in levels before, so there's some really good things in this. There definitely is, but we also have to remember last year they said no goofy lineups, and we got even goofier lineups. So, yeah, we will dive into all that, and I will break all of this down, but, yeah, man, let us get it started, and we're just gonna honestly just walk through the whole freaking thing, because that's what I do, man. I take it real in depth. This is probably gonna be a long video, probably longer than it needs to be. But it is what it is, man. So get some snacks, sit back, and yeah, we're going to cover all the screenshots. We'll look at them and just kind of break down a couple things that I've noticed. And if you notice something in the comments that I don't, because there will definitely be some things, let me know down in the comment section. In the first cut, I'll link this in the description. This is in case you want to read along or you don't want to even listen to me, so I don't know why you're here. But you can see the courtside report by Eric Bonish. He's been the MyTEAM producer, the head guy for like ever, I think, at least the past like 4 or 5 years. So quick little intro, yada yada yada. We don't gotta really dive into some of this stuff. I have talked about this so much that the balance carry over as long as you stay in the same family. And it's not just that they carry over too. I'm pretty sure it's that you can jump between consoles. So say you buy a PS5 and, you know, you've been playing MyTEAM on a PS4, so you get the PS5. Now, you're going to have all your stuff on the PS5, but say that PS5 break or something. I don't know, your house burns down, something crazy happens. You could go back to the PS4 and still play on there, I'm pretty sure, with all your stuff. That's how I think it should happen. I hope. It's not just going to be like, hey, it transfers. I think it's going to be you can play on either one at any time. I think you can access them. It does say they match at the same time, so it says all that kind of stuff right here. It is pretty straightforward, they say, but it's probably more complicated than that. Like, I don't know. Like, because even this year, trying to play my team on 2 different PlayStations, you can't do that. The custom jerseys get all messed up and some things, I don't know, you get some server issues. So I don't know how seamless this is going to be. They say it's going to be seamless. Will it be? Probably, but I'm sure some people will have some errors and some things. But, yeah. You probably should start on the PlayStation 4 or the Xbox One and then go to next gen. If not, you're going to be pretty far behind by the time next gen actually comes out. Especially with the fact that you buy the $100 version, you get the next gen version. That's really the move, honestly. And that's my actual opinion. None of this is sponsored or anything like that. I want to just make that clear. These are all my opinions, my thoughts, and everything like that. Been playing my team since literally day one that it existed in 2K13, so I'm an old head now, bro. We getting kind of up there. But, alright, let's talk about the seasons and basically everything that comes to it. They say new prizing updates across the seasons. Again, there's going to be multiple ones of them. So, season 1, 2, 3, maybe it's a month, maybe it's 2 months. I mean, maybe it says in here, but I don't know. I don't see that. There's a lot of stuff that I probably missed reading this, but I think it's going to be probably a month. Maybe they do it a little longer. Maybe it is 2 months. It says right here, like, it's not a fixed period of time, so there you go. And it'll generally be 6 weeks, which is a little longer than a month. So that's about a month and a half. So, again, they're basically just going to say, hey, this one's 6 months. Hey, this one's 4 weeks. At the end of the year, maybe that one's forever once the next game's coming out. So that's the kind of thing. But this even says right here, some seasons will add new content. Think of like the Spotlight Sims, like where we got all them challenges for players and stuff like that. So that is one thing. They also mentioned Domination getting updates. I don't know if it says it right, he doesn't, but they mentioned Domination getting, like, new updates and things like that, so that would probably be something that comes in, like, Season 2, Season 3, maybe an update to it each time. So, that's pretty crazy, man. If you like to play the computer, there's probably going to be a lot of that this year, man. It definitely will be, it sounds like. But that's good, because that gives us a lot of things to do, which I'd much rather that than nothing to do. But there will be daily, weekly, and seasonal-based agendas, and they do touch on that later. The agenda last year, kind of a flop, in my opinion. Like, I don't know. It wasn't as good as the year before. There was, like, an agenda where you get 3,000 tokens. There wasn't that thing for collecting a whole bunch of set cards like that. There was no prize for that, really. So, there were the agenda goals took a step backwards. I'm hoping they take a step forward in this next one. And, I mean, it looks like this Steph Curry is going to be the Season 1 prize for reaching level 40. So that's confirmed. They're saying it right there. Is in the picture. So that's how you get Paint Diamond Steph Curry in, again, the first... I mean, I assume Season 1 will be live when the game comes out. I don't know why they would do it any other way. So that is pretty dang cool, man. So if you're grinding it out, you're getting XP. However, you get XP... And you know I'm going to tell you how to do that. But that's crazy. And you can also see in this screenshot, we get our first screenshot, real look at my team. They're going with this green kind of theme. What's green the color of? I ain't got to say more. I ain't got to say more, but real ones know. Oh, boy. But you can see the layout's a little different, man. Instead of having the little bar at the top with your tokens, your my team, they allowed way more room. So if you have like 25 million MT, they got plenty of room for that. Or you buy 25 million VC, there's going to be plenty of room for that. This person's got 1 million VC and 16 tokens. Their XP too, you can see it says 1 out of 120. So are those, I think they're on the first level. So the first level is 120 XP. And then it scales up to 150,000 XP. So I don't know how many points, XP points you get per game. I assume the first few levels you breeze by. But some interesting stuff there. That's why you gotta look deep into these, bro. You can see the 25 tokens for level 38. That's definitely not that crazy of a reward. The Hall of Fame badge does look pretty crazy, and we'll get into that. But you can now upgrade Hall of Fame badges onto cards. And again, I think they will be a little bit harder to get rather than just normal badges. They might not be in packs. Like, we know they're going to probably have, they are bringing badges back, and we'll talk about that as something that they didn't do last year, and I'm glad they're bringing it back, because I did not love the badging system this year, and it sounds better, so that's the good thing. So let's keep it moving. Let's not stare at this too much. I mean, there are some things you do see, too. The Steph Curry got the little sticker on it with the double zeros. I guess that means you're, like, the original owner of it. I don't really understand that, though, because there's no My Team. They have exchanging where you can trade in cards to get new cards. So like you could take a couple sapphires to maybe get a ruby, or a couple of amethysts to get a diamond, or a whole bunch of stuff. They show it later on, but I don't know. I don't really understand that because the original owner. So unless your card is going to someone else, but that doesn't make sense. I don't know. So let's keep it going though. New vault prizes again with triple threat. The vault's back. They gonna keep it with that, and I think that's pretty solid idea. I think the vault was solid, but there needs to be just way more rewards so you actually have something to play past 1,000. And they say this right here too. The problem was that that card became a class quickly, and yeah, they had to eventually go back and update it. All right, but let's not jump ahead. There will be cumulative win prizes added every season. Okay, that's good to see. That's definitely good. There's only 300 wins available when it comes out. That's probably not enough. People did the 1,000 in like a week, so I don't know why they're like, hey, they did 1,000 so fast, so let's just lower the number to 300. That's not a good thing. Definitely not. But at 300 wins, you have a guaranteed diamond card. Okay, that's 300 wins for a diamond, bro. Oh boy. I mean, I think we got diamonds before 300, right? This past year, like we were getting pink diamonds around that time, weren't we? I mean, I don't remember triple threat that much, but pretty sure that's a lot of wins for just a diamond, bro. I mean, it says it's a good one, so people probably gonna grind it out. I probably will too, man. Especially because I am going no money spent this year. I've said this, and I've already started it and practiced on playing on Madden even though I did spend like $13, but in comparison to hundreds of dollars, I think I got some leeway here. little different, $13 versus a couple $100, okay? But I'm gonna try and do no money spent for 2K. We will see though. So one thing, as I said, we were just talking about how the Dominique Wilkins was kind of outclassed, and they had to eventually go back and added badges, but by that time it was too late. They say this will be better because then they can add 150 wins for Season 2 or whatever, which is about 6 weeks, again, as they said in their timeline, but that could change. They can put a card that actually has updated badges and things like that, and that's kind of nice. That's actually a better way of doing it, but people are going to have way more than 300 wins, though, and I wonder what happens after that. Do they carry over? Does it cap you? What happens then? Come on, focus on my face, man. But yeah, I do kind of wonder about that, because it doesn't seem like they mentioned that. And there were people who had 1,000 wins in like 3 days, bro. I know Denver had like 1,000 wins. That man was going crazy. Let's keep it going. This is going to be a long video, bro, but just stay tuned. I mean, I haven't been uploading like a week anyways. There ain't been nothing to upload, but alrighty. There will be new season prizes again offered at every season in MyTEAM Limited, not Unlimited. There's multiple modes online. They talk about this one later down below, and there's like the weekend league type thing. We will talk about that next, it looks like. I want to make sure I cover every point and kind of talk about it. They talk about MyTEAM Unlimited 2.0 undergoing a facelift, and we talk about that in, again, a couple of sections. I already know some of that, again, because they leaked some of the news yesterday accidentally. But yeah, glad today we actually finally got the full news. Now, this is kind of interesting. New combination. Oh, that's what I was talking about before, where, again, sometimes it might be like, hey, you need 2 amethysts for a diamond. Probably more than 2, maybe 5. But and a couple rubies. They show this later on down with Bob Cousy. But it says there'll be new combinations. They even mentioned, like, trading in silver and diamond contracts for, you know, silver and gold contracts for diamonds, things like that. Shoes, you can exchange things. And I think it's going to be like, you can keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it. So even with that Bob Cousy that they're going to show, we need a whole bunch of cards. You can exchange it, and you can keep doing that. So that's kind of good, because this is going to keep the value of cards up. It should, in theory, as long as they do it right, which is definitely not that easy to do, but still. Because then, people are going to be buying these cards and using them to get these exchanges, and even if it's not a card they're not going to use, they're going to use it for the exchanges later down the line, or right now. So there are some updates to that. Again, they talk about right here the domination updates. For the first time ever, they're going to be adding new tiers after the game is shipped, so that is nice. It won't be an every season thing, so not every season will you get brand new domination games, but there will be a few, it says. So pretty cool stuff, and I'm pretty sure there are even new card tiers this year. They talk about Dark Matter. They just one little blurb about Dark Matter. It don't even say much, but 95s are pink diamonds this year, so they show that. I'm assuming they left a little gap in there. Maybe the 99s are called Dark Matters now. I don't know. They're running out of terms, bro. Galaxy Opal's Dark Matter. What is next, bro? Moonrock. Oh, my goodness. But, and then they also say every season there's going to be new cards in the reward market. So that is the good thing with the seasons. Now, instead of everybody going, where are the token cards, 2K? It's been 2 months, you know, whatever, 6 weeks. Now, you know, when the new season comes, new cards in the token reward market, which you can spend your tokens on. New Galaxy Opal, new this. So that is good. And it's going to actually kind of standardize the content when it comes out. So that's good how they're going to organize it like this. Let's talk MyTEAM Limited. So now, I like the sound of this. I'm not going to lie. It's going to be sweaty, but I like the sound of it. Just looking at the screen, I actually haven't read all of this, so I'm kind of reading along now and getting my first thoughts. So, again, if I do miss something, my bad, but let me know down in the comment section. So now, MyTEAM Limited, it looks like, will be the weekend league. It says this will only be available for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's kind of cool then, because then, unless you work on the weekends, then you're screwed. But it's only available on those days. I like how it's 3 and not 2, not just Saturday, Sunday. You do get Friday in there as well. Hopefully Friday morning this kicks in. They'll put custom, like, certain restrictions on what kind of players you can use. Again, it could be young players. It could be just all rubies, as they mentioned. That's dope. So we'll actually get to use teams, and not just everybody has every card that can do everything. And if you don't have those exact cards and you're not sweating your freaking balls off, and playing the same damn way, it's going to be a miserable game. So that's kind of nice, man. And you can see in the restriction here, where they show the 1 week will rise. I think that's just the name of the season. One will rise. That's the name of the first season. But this is week 5 of Limited. Your lineup must include 3 3-point contest participants. Oh my goodness, how the hell are they gonna like say that on cards? Like that this card was in the, man, that's kind of crazy. That's a lot of cards though, I guess. A lot of people participate in it. It's not just winners. Limited to 1 Ruby player and no players Amethyst or higher. Wow, so that's literally budget baller lineups, bro. And it must include 5 of the current players. So that's pretty tough, man. Nobody's using juice teams. It's gonna come down to skills and plays and probably the new meta and sweat. So that's kind of nice, man. I actually think this is gonna be pretty fun. I just wonder, how do you get these championship rings? It says if you get 5 of them, then and there's one each week again. So pretty much you gotta win every single whatever this is, win every ring each freaking week of the season to get this pink diamond at the end. Will that be worth it? Might not be, but I mean it'll give people something to play for. So the mystery prizes may be better or worse than what we offer you. There are mystery prizes, that you can trade in things for. Interesting. Definitely very interesting, and there'll be some tough decisions to make. Yeah, because again, with that exchange thing, once you exchange a card, I'm pretty sure you don't get it back. So if you exchange a card like this, and then later down the line, you need that card for an exchange to get some crazy card, then obviously you're crap out of luck. So that will be kind of interesting, that exchange system. It really will. I think that's probably the thing I'm most excited for. That, and then maybe the limited, because not everybody will be playing with juice teams. And that will probably help me out this next year, because again, I'm not going to be ripping a ton of... I don't want to be, at least. I really hope I'm not going to be. I don't know. I'm at the point where I've just been fed up in the VC only packs. It's just, I don't like him. I just don't. I don't like the precedent it's been setting. So, trying to do some things differently, but not really trying to push that agenda. I'm just trying to cover the news. Let's keep that going. I do find this funny, and let's be real, it will wreck CPU in triple threat games. Okay? Like, why is that like their focal point? Like, this card will be really good against the computer. How about if it's good against like other people online? Like what? Like, I've been playing for 5 weeks for this card every weekend, and it's only good against the CPU. That'd be kind of funny, bro. But one more item here to help you better identify what players. Okay, so they will have a way. Okay, so there will be a championship ring sticker. Is that on this? No, they don't have that. This is not that. That's the like, you're the original owner one that we saw later down the line. We'll talk about that. But, so I think it'll be, maybe look like this, but maybe in that kind of color. So there will be a sticker on the cards, and you can even search them in the auction house, okay? So there will be a way to see, each week, okay, it's Saturday, I need to build a lineup, I can go to the auction house, click the filter, go for the cheapest cards, and I can buy those. That is definitely nice. Sounds like they like this limited mode, just reading it out there. For your Saturday, there will also be a high demand. Exactly, there will be high demand for all these freaking cards that are eligible. So that's nice. It'll play a portion of the market. If you got a whole bunch of the cards for the new thing, people are gonna go out and try and buy them. So it might be some price fixing, but I mean, with so many players playing MyTEAM, it's kind of hard to do that nowadays. They really don't mention the auction house and some of the key things in MyTEAM that much. Like, they didn't say anything about really changes to the auction house, unless I missed it. I really don't think I did. So, sounds like it's gonna be pretty much the same. I just hope we can pull cards off or something, like, and they're not stuck for 4 freaking hours. That'd be nice. Okay, so now we're diving into the good stuff. MyTEAM Unlimited 2.0. Last year, it was just 12-0. You gotta go 12-0 to get the good card, or else you really don't get much. Yeah, and I didn't go 12-0 all year, which is crazy, because I went 12-0 like 4 times the year before. I didn't go once, bro. I got like 8-9 wins every time and lost. It was super sweaty this year, bro, and I'm not really surprised, but it's better this next year. I mean, it says it probably will be, because it's not just, hey, 12-0, you gotta go 12-0. It's leagues, so there's like a bronze league, a silver league, and like you gotta win 3 games, you gotta win 4. So like, it's kind of like the old road to the playoffs format. And then again, once you reach that final Galaxy Opal tier, you can go 12-0. Now, I hope you can't just drop back down. I hope once you reach a tier, and is this gonna change every season, I wonder? I do wonder. I kind of hope it does. because then again, gives you more reason to play and you're not just stuck at 12-0 once you get there. And as you level up, there will be seasonal agendas to earn valuable XP, so it does seem like it'll reset you at the bottom once a new season comes. So that's kind of cool. Each season we will, okay, they will be resetting. See, there you go. So interesting. Not unlike, but that just means you can't sit at 11-0 and then once the next time comes out, you're gonna be back to 0. So basically the same thing they did this past year. Sounds like they have been hearing good feedback from their guys. I mean, not really sure who's gonna say bad feedback about it, but you're fired. You don't like this. That'd be kind of funny. Okay, let's talk about the exchange. I guess not really too much to talk about with MyTEAM Unlimited, but it does sound like the old Road to the Playoffs mode with the new Unlimited just kind of smashed together. Wonder if there will be any... It doesn't sound like there's any sort of restrictions for that. So that's going to be a free-for-all, it sounds like. So, again, if you're going to want to play the restricted type modes, it's only going to be on the weekend, it sounds like. So, or Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Almost the weekend. Okay, now talking about what I am most excited for, the exchange. Now, not Bob Cousy, per se, but just the fact that we're going to be able to do this, and I hope there are going to be multiple things you can exchange. It looks like you can scroll, I'm hoping, like... And there's going to be multiple things, so it's not just, hey, the exchange for this week is Bob Cousy. I'm hoping there's multiple ones. And there's some that are going to always stay there. That would be nice, because I don't really care for Bob Cousy, but I do care for, you know, diamond contracts, diamond shoes, especially if there's going to be a whole bunch of them, like it says. So, again, just before we even read what they say, just the kind of gist of it, to get this Bob Cousy, you need 1 diamond player. It could be anyone, 5 amethysts, 2 Laker player amethysts. Don't love how, like, specific that is, because... only so many of those, but then again, there might be more if they're kind of bumping the tiers down and adding a tier above what it looks like they'll be doing. I think Galaxy Opal isn't the top tier anymore, so maybe there will be a lot more amethysts than there were kind of last year, where it was just like AD, LeBron, and I don't even know, they didn't get that many. I guess they got some historic ones, but they didn't get that many, man. But then Ruby point guards, Emerald players 16, Bronze players 18. That's not too bad. I mean, these are going to be pricey. That's a lot of stuff to get a pink diamond Bob Cousy. Now, if the cards are better than that, or if you can exchange that Bob Cousy into something better down the line, okay, that's pretty nice. But Bob Cousy, bro, I don't really think too many people are going to be doing exchanges for Bob Cousy. But let's just read what they have to say. They changed the name a whole bunch. Okay, we don't really care about that. Cool story, bro. They give an example about trading in Western Conference point guards, 90 or higher, to earn a higher rated player. Basically what I've been talking about, what I've been saying. They say some cards will look ho-hum in the service. I don't love that. This card honestly might not look that interesting, but maybe down the line it could be valuable with MyTEAM Limited. Yeah, I don't know if I like that, because... you might be... what happens if you don't have the card? Well, I guess you could just use... like, maybe... so maybe, I guess what they're saying is, like, with that example, if we scroll back up here, maybe Bob Cousy is... they can't use anyone above Amethyst, but you can use Bob Cousy this weekend. But, again, I don't know if I love that. That might be kind of annoying. Then it's like, I don't have Bob Cousy, and I'm kind of locked out. My team is much worse than everyone else's. They do also say that you can use silver and gold contracts. That might be a thing. And there's going to be more simplistic exchanges in the middle of the season. So they might not come on day 1, maybe in the middle, maybe like 15 days in. It does say 15 days left here with this Bob Cousy one and this first season right now. So interesting stuff. I like how they say how many days you got left, and they keep it, you know, they let you know, hey, you're not going to be able to do this forever, so do this now, or it might burn you down the line. They at least do let you know that. And again, it's just going to be able to take older cards and duplicates that you're not really using, and honestly, you're not really getting any value for in past years. Like some of them cards, which is worth nothing. You quick selling them. Now, at least you can put them into this, and you could get a card out of it. Nice. That's nice, man. That will allow for, like, easier cleaning of your auction house and things like that. So if you're ripping a ton of packs, you will probably get a lot of exchanges done. That's definitely for sure. Let's go into badge customization. I know we're already like 25 minutes into this. Good God. This is a long article, bro. But they didn't have it last year. They gave you cards with certain badges, and that's basically it. This next year, you will be able to add badges to players, but they do say you can only add certain badges to certain cards. Could be good, could be bad if you got a player you like, but he doesn't. You can't put a certain badge in him you like. But it also could make it so it's a little less cheesy. So you can't just add Hall of Fame range extender to Giannis or something. But that might mean he can never get it. I don't know. Or it might mean that they lock it behind a paywall and you gotta buy out of badge position Giannis with all shooting badges. Like, they could do so much to that. So, like, we saw that last year where, you know, you're not going to be able to run out of position players until we drop out of position players, and you have to pay for them. So now the T-Mac that you have, you can't run them. So even though it says that, I am definitely wary, and I'm using what happened last year as an example, especially because they didn't really talk about last year at all in a negative soundlight, which I know they probably made millions of dollars, but come on, man. Like we just not gonna discuss that goofy lineups thing. We're not gonna. They don't even mention that in here. Not even one mention of that. Yeah. They kind of. I think they learned from that, and they tried to make this a little less in depth. But the badges. If you're new, you might not know that badge cards were available, and this is a thing that used to happen. You used to not be able to do Hall of Fame badge upgrades. Now that's a thing. That is definitely quite interesting. And the player has to be eligible for, let's say, the Clamps badge. If he's a terrible defender, I guess maybe he won't be. I don't know, man. So then, see, that's the only thing with that. If a player's not eligible for certain badges, we're kind of back to last year's system again. Because you can't add badges to players that aren't eligible. So if a guy's only eligible for like a couple badges, then that's going to be kind of annoying. So it seems like they're still saying, hey, you can only put certain badges on certain cards, but now you have to actually pay for it too. So I really hope they do this right and not do it like that, because that might be kind of annoying. But badge cards will be available in all 4 tiers. And again, you have to go bronze, then silver. So like, it's going to cost you. It's going to be a pretty penny. They say the Hall of Fame versions will be very rare, and they will be made available through prizing and the season rewards, which again, we saw the screenshot, and it was one of the higher up levels, so it will take some time to get to, it looks like, until people find out how to grind out XP and stuff like that. Another change, again, they limit the archetype. Okay. Steph Curry with Brick Wall. I guess, like, Steph Curry don't need Brick Wall, and people probably weren't adding it to him anyways, but I think it's going to get really interesting where the shooting badges and the defender badge, because those ones were the meta for the past year. The guys who have quick draw and the guys who have, again, which isn't a badge anymore, I'm pretty sure. They said it wasn't a badge, and it's gone forever, but who knows. Then this part's kind of confusing. I'm not going to lie. I read this part, and I don't really understand it. They talk about next gen, and gameplay on next gen is going to be very different. Now, they did say before that some of the features for current gen are going to be on next gen, but this says very different. That makes it sound like they won't be. Like, it even says there will be a number of new badges and badge changes in the next gen version. Now, I don't know how the heck that's going to work with this version. Like, I don't know how that's going to work, man. Like, Hall of Fame range extender might be different on last gen versus next gen. Like, it might work differently. Like, maybe the range is different. And it says that. It says it'll upgrade and convert. I don't know how that's going to work, man. And they have established a mapping that converts it, I guess. So, quite interesting. And your customized badges will continue to live on. But it says there will be new badges. So, how are you going to convert new badges? I guess they won't. So, I guess the card just won't have those badges in the last gen version of it, it says. Evolution cards will not be eligible for badge customization. Okay, so they do touch on that here in the next section. So, Evo Shaq, you cannot add badges to it, correct? Oof, man, that's kind of annoying. I mean, again, you'll be able to pick paths. So does that mean there's like a lot of paths and ways to Evo cards now? Because that's a big thing right there. That's a big thing, man. Okay, let's talk about the customizable evolutions as we are right here. The stars were pretty dope, and the Evos, I think they were better earlier on in the year. A little too grindy for my liking. A little too grindy. I just don't want to score 3,000 points with a card with Isaiah Thomas, who is going to get blocked to the rim half the time, man. I just don't want to do that. And I didn't do that for most of the Evos, bro. But this looks a little bit better, a little bit more realistic. I mean, maybe you have to score 3,000 points to get them all these badges, but at least it'll be broken up, and it's a little bit easier to accomplish in smaller amounts like that. So they do show that there are permanent upgrades, and there's kind of paths. Here you have to pick, do you want, I don't even know what those badges are. There's a defensive badge, and there's some type of foot badge. Do they say right here? Okay, rebound chaser, improved rebounding agility. And this is a free Shaq card, right? Oh wait, this is one of the starter cards that you can get from the starter packs. That's gonna be nice, man. I liked the starter packs last year. Those were dope. So again, this is gonna be one of those. So we're gonna get again rubies, it looks like, but they can go up to, again, it says 2 lightning bolts, and it shows a ruby thing, and it shows the attribute boost. So I'm assuming when you click on, like, the athletic one, maybe the stats change for that versus the defensive one, the stats change for that too. Because when it has it highlighted, it has those stats here, so maybe the stats change if you do pick the defensive one. So not only just the badges change, but maybe the stats do change too. So, kind of interesting. It says that too, so I assume, like, it says that the evolution tiers are going to be tough choices, so I don't know. Pretty cool. I do like how the starters are going to be actually usable, and you'll be able to grind them, and hopefully it's not just do this once, and it's like multiple badges and things you can do. That would be nice. Actually having things to do with these cards. Even though when they drop like cards later in the year, you're gonna be like, wow, I can't believe I spent all that time upgrading a rebounding badge for Shaq. When now they just come with all the badges, but that's how it goes usually. It does say that not all fully evolved cards will be identical like they were in 2K21, so your Shaq might not be identical to my Shaq, which is cool, definitely cool. Now, one thing I did find interesting is this one has 2 lightning bolts on it, whereas it looked like the Kobe only had 1 that they showed in the pre-order image. So the Kobe, I guess, is not going to have 2 lightning bolts, so he'll just have 1 kind of. So maybe these are, I don't know, man. Because last year they weren't direct to tier ratio. Like if you had 2, that didn't mean it was going to go from, you know, a Sapphire up 2 tiers, which was annoying because we saw that Dwayne Wade for the Spotlight Challenges, the first one, we thought it was going to go to Pink Diamond. It never went to Pink Diamond. It went to Amethyst, which, that's not that great. So that was kind of disappointing. That bummed me out for sure. But, yeah, I guess that's all there is to talk about that, and we'll find out more when the game actually comes out. I mean, you can speculate all you want, but at the end of the day, we're not going to do that much. A little bit. Ascension! Not the zombies mode, not the zombies map, bro. You ain't fighting off no, little monkeys on your perk bottles. Yeah, I love that. I love that game, man. But, Call of Duty Black Ops. But in this, it's just gonna be how things work. They're talking about the locker codes, the vaults, and all kinds of stuff, and how we didn't want prizes to make your jaw drop to the floor. Well, thanks. They do say sometimes you want that, but sometimes not really. To sum up this Ascension thing, it just looks like, this looks like the mobile, I played it a little bit, this looks like the mobile version where there's like a board, and you gotta pick through them, and you get picks. It looks like there's gonna be foul cards, again, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fouls. I don't like that, because again, that means there's like rewards that aren't rewards on the board. They're just these foul cards, and you get it. And like that was a thing in 2K, what? I don't know, 17, I think, Triple Threat. Now, this isn't Triple Threat. This is just this thing that you get, I think, that, like, you can get, like if you level up in the season, there might be, like, hey, this is a reward. You get to pick from the board or whatever. So, kind of interesting, but, yeah. So, wait, maybe this is the new, is this the new Triple Threat thing? Ball drops gone? Maybe they are. I mean, they said the vault was back, but they didn't say anything about ball drops. So maybe this is... it does say right here. Okay, so it does say how frequently they come. Login rewards, prize wheel spins for logging in, which are coming back. So you're going to have to log in every single day. The Triple Threat prize ladder. So, prize ladder, but that's not online. No, that is online because the Triple Threat vault was offline. And so on. So, might even get lock codes like this. They give you like a couple, they might give you a lock code for 3 picks at the board or whatever. And then maybe you get a base league pack or you get 500 empty or 100 or a contract. I don't know what they're going to put on these boards, but Bob Lanier apparently is on this board and they got 3 tiers, I think they said, of boards. And they go up a tier and up a tier once you eventually find the best thing on the board. So, it's interesting. I mean, I don't know. This looks like the mobile. They got this on mobile where you just pick things and you get them. And again, I don't love the fouls. What happens when you hit all the fouls? All the cards flip back over and you gotta retry and find the card. That's kind of sounds annoying. That definitely might be annoying. I didn't like those fouls in the 2K16 or 17, whatever it was, Blacktop. It wasn't even Triple Threat, it was Blacktop, I think. Where you used 1 card and you got 2 random cards and Again, after you pick from a prize board, it's pretty much that. You can see they got seasonal grand prizes. Those will change. Bob Linear, I mean, that's cool, but that's not really something I really desired that much. I'm sure some people will, but it all depends. And they talk about how there's 1,000 MyTEAM points. You get 500. I guess there's multipliers that you can get on the board, too. So that's the thing. Like, you're not always going to get a prize. Sometimes you might get a multiplier, but then, so you get a ×2 multiplier, and then you hit 2 fouls. You get nothing. So could be kind of annoying. So I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see how they do this. At least they won't change this because people are saying it looks like a casino, which happened with like the slots and the vault and all that kind of stuff. So that will be in the game, and it will be interesting to see if they drop codes for like extra picks and extra boards and all kinds of stuff. But this does kind of look like some type of game. I don't know what it looks like, but quite interesting. Let's talk about, we're kind of getting into the thinner parts of it, the blog, I guess we'll say. I don't think there's too many screenshots left and things like that, but were there a few screenshots that I tweeted out that weren't in this? I don't know. I think I got them all. I think there was a couple from the trailer, but idols. These are replacing the Prime cards from last year. I didn't really like the Prime cards, to be honest. I know some did, but and probably the first pink diamond, I'm assuming, yeah, first pink diamond will be an idols card. It was Ben Wallace the first year cover cards. Then it was John Stockton this last year. It probably won't be this crazy good of a card this first year. That was like the first Prime card I pulled too. I actually got that, and then I pulled like none of the other ones, bro, and stopped opening packs for a while because they were crap. So yeah, they're breaking it down into Series 1, 2, and 3 like they did last year. When you collect all 5 idol cards from a given series, you get the reward, pretty much like last year. They line up changing Galaxy Opal. Yeah, you said that last year, and then the Ray Allen was kind of booty like after like a month. So I don't know how lineup changing that really is until the last couple weeks when they updated. So yeah, I don't know how lineup changing those are. I'm kind of, that's another thing too why I don't really want to open a whole bunch of packs. The rewards, like, man, they get outdated so quickly. Now they didn't say anything if you collect all 15, then there will be a reward like 3,000 tokens, but I'm assuming there will be this year. Because I don't know why they didn't do that last year. I really don't. It pushes people to collect it and spend money on packs. I don't know why they didn't do it. And it is a nice reward for people, so I don't know. Some other things that they do, they break down the pre-order packs for, this is kind of nice because, again, we don't always get that. They usually say, like, hey, you get 2 a week, but that's about it. Right here they say, Standard Edition gets you 10 free promo packs, 1 per week. If you go the Mamba Edition, 40 promo packs, 10 on the first day, then 3 per week for 10 weeks. Okay, I was just going to say, does that not equal? I thought that equaled 39. Oh my goodness, my math was not that great there. But 10 and then 30 over 10 weeks. So that's a long time, man. Definitely a couple of months there. That's not that bad, but again, these promo packs, there'll be rare pulls that are in these. Yeah, I'm calling cap, bro. Last year they were league packs and they didn't even have like moments. In the past years they haven't added those in. They say there's diamonds in these. Diamond DeMarcus Cousins. I mean, that's cool. These promo packs, are these just, I think these are just going to be one thing called promo packs. I don't think they're going to be like you get lights out packs. And I don't even think we got all those packs last year. I don't know. The pre-order bonuses are very rarely worth it. Very rarely. I did get, I think it was last year, the heat check LeBron on day 1, I think. That was pretty crazy, but again, and I did make probably 100,000 MT off that, so that was nice, but most of the pre-order bonuses, and most people won't get that lucky. That was definitely a nice pull. I remember I did get that. I think that was last year. Signature challenges. To wrap this up really short because it seems like a whole lot of nothing. Like say someone hits a game winner or something like that. I think you get to replay the game winner and redo it. And I don't think it's the full game. I think it's just a moment. I mean, I don't really want to spend too much time on it because it's just a lot of kind of fluff right here. And it doesn't really pertain to my team too much. But there are going to be these signature challenges. And you have to recreate performances and stuff like that. Basically moment challenges, but maybe a little bit better. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. So I'm not going to spend too much time on that. Objective tracker, again, kind of like the agenda. You'll be able to tag some of them. Last year, they weren't even worth tagging. Hey, you get 50 MT points for scoring a quad double or something. I don't know. They really weren't worth even paying attention to for the most part. This one says, make 9 threes with a Sapphire. Yeah, let me guess, 150 MyTEAM points. Unless these are actually decent freaking point values, which they haven't been, then this is kind of irrelevant. Just keep it real, bro. They gotta be worth a good amount. If they're worth a good amount, then hey, that's pretty dope. But the agendas last year were not. The card little dynamic goals, they stunk. They stunk. Let's keep it real. Dark Matter, as I said, they mentioned that this is gonna be the highest tier, I think. I mean, I could be completely wrong. It doesn't really say much here. It says some mumbo jumbo bullcrap that I don't really care about. No Fireball this year, or at least it could be back, but it's just not like the top ultra rare ball. It says you were chasing the Fireball last year. This year, we're introducing this holographic ball. I will show a picture of it on the screen right now. It's one of those glowing balls. I don't call it holographic. That doesn't really sound like the right terminology here, but maybe, I don't know. I call it a glow basketball. It's like a glow-in-the-dark basketball. With the hexagon pattern on it and type stuff. So, it's pretty cool looking. Probably won't be going for that this year. I went for the Fireball last year. It was kind of a nightmare. So, again, another reason why I'm like, yeah, I really don't want to do that. I'm sure it'll look cool, but the Fireball was, man, that was way more headaches than it needed to be, bro. Way more headaches for multiple reasons. Like, it was almost impossible to get at points of the year. And then eventually they made it easier to get, and a lot of people got it. But still was a lot. It was expensive. I wasted a lot of tokens. And I really didn't have much to spend it on anyway, the tokens anyways, but could have made a lot of MT at the end of the year if we had kept those thousands of tokens, I guess. Could have made a couple million easily. And instead we wasted it and spent a couple million for a Fireball that, I don't know. I didn't even get to use. You don't even get to use it every game. They talk about the moment in MyTEAM that you can do now. It's only available for a couple more days, I think. Yeah, until the August 28th. So you really want to get out there and do that. It says you get a free back, but there's no players in it in 21. So I think we kind of assumed that there wasn't going to be players. It said it was only going to be 3 items. But it could be like a badge. It could be a diamond contract, diamond shoe. If it's a diamond contract, that's something you're going to want to do. I think it could be that. I could see them giving away like a diamond shoe or a diamond contract in that pack. It says, again, you absolutely want it. Bro, I swear to God, if this is 3 bronze freaking contracts, man, I'm going to lose my crap. But I think it's actually going to be something decent. It probably should be. It's a really easy challenge, just a game to play. And then closing thoughts. Yeah, they pretty much... It's kind of interesting here. They say 2K19 was the rebirth of MyTEAM. I agree with that. I didn't like 18. I thought 18 stunk. I thought it was kind of a mess. Then they say it laid the groundwork. Yeah, but I feel like 2K20, they say it was a fantastic job of carrying the torch, bro. And Ag Staples, bro. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Like, they don't even mention position locks at all in here. Even though I'm pretty sure they're back because there's positions on cards. They don't even mention them at all. They don't mention all that stuff. But, yeah. I don't know. They give some little fluff outro, which is cool. We enjoy playing MyTEAM. I don't know what the heck. I'm not going to read that out. Y'all don't come here to get fluffed up by me. But, yeah. That is the MyTEAM blog. So, it doesn't honestly go as in-depth as I feel like last year's blog did, but again, I don't really know. Some things look really good. Some things I'm kind of like, a little iffy on that. But I think at the most part, I'm not putting too much stock into this. I'm not going to go, oh wow, they said position locks are in, so the gameplay is going to be so much better and less toxic and less goofy lineups, because we saw what happened there. So even though they say certain things and they say, hey, you know, the badge system is going to be perfect, you never know until the game actually happens. And then, who knows, they're gatekeeping and doing all kinds of out of badge position where you can upgrade. And then they drop all of a sudden, you know, they say Evo cards can't add badges to. Well, now these new Evo cards can add badges to. Evo badge packs or whatever, and things you gotta buy. I don't know. I do like that you can add badges, though, and that's back, and certain things are. The exchanges look cool. The seasons are going to be better for content and how it drops and how you get cards. And the stuff card does look pretty freaking cool. But that's it. The trailer really didn't show much again, so I only showed you a couple screenshots from that. But that is MyTEAM. This was almost 50 freaking minutes. What the heck did we even talk? All right, we went pretty in deep, but that's all I got, man. I hope you guys did enjoy this video, this breakdown. I broke it down pretty much as you could. I mean, I probably still missed a couple little things, but what do you think? Are you excited? Are you not excited? Are you wary because of what happened last year again? We talked about that blog, how, like, one thing, they say one thing, and then one thing completely different happened. So, let's hope this one is a little bit more accurate. And I think overall, though, it does look pretty good, my team. It looks like they've added some new things in there. No mention of a draft mode or anything like that. And that kind of does stink. But that could be a new mode that they're hiding for next gen, maybe. Again, they said the gameplay is going to be a whole kind of different and stuff. So I'm sure they kept a couple things. They didn't show us any dark matter. I don't even think we saw any Galaxy Opals in this blog at all. They didn't. Last year, they showed us Galaxy Opal. I think Isaiah Thomas in the Evolution. We only see pink diamonds in this. They really didn't show too many cards or anything. Just some pink diamonds. So, quite interesting. It's got like the foil look from last year's card. So, I'm sure they got the same graphics guy, it looks like. Because that looks like one of last year's cards. But, that's it. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. And, yeah. I think that does pretty much cover it all. So, we might not get any more MyTEAM news, dog. Like last year, we got videos of people playing the game. We got the cash videos that we were breaking down, and that was pretty dope. I don't think we're going to get that this year. I really don't. Maybe we do, but I wouldn't expect it. Especially because there's only like 14 days till the game's out. So, yeah. Thoughts in the comments. Be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed. And, yeah. I'm out, man. Shake 4 and bake. Shake and bake, baby. Woo! Later.